Welcome back to Aftermath episode 63, part 1, for once we actually got the correct title and things. It's been a while, so, who remembers what happened last session?
I wasn't there.
This one wasn't here. He, left for flight school. But he's back right now, because he has a migraine, and that makes sense. What about... So...
Actually, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you do that. So
apparently he isn't here.
those who remain, what happened last session? Who wants to do a recap?
I don't even remember if I was here all that session.
You were.
Was I?
Been a
I
couple
was
of weeks.
working. I don't remember. Fucking thing. Wait, no, it was fucking Pandal's wife, was it?
No, that was the session before.
Yeah, you were a while back. Okay, let's think. What happened? Got to Yosa.
Mm-hmm.
Started digging around to some council members.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I'm missing some parts here, but we basically, towards the end of the session, I don't know what the fuck we did in the first part. I mean, we talked to the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. Oh yeah, we took up some graves.
Mm-hmm.
And we're actually bodies in, like, I wanted to say Kayo, but that's different. Akane's and her sister's graves. So that's fucked up.
Yes. Small children's.
Then they did some digging on some council members, and they got to the Honorable Bakdiv,
Mm-hmm.
who actually had like a zone of truth in this room, stuff like that. And now I think we just came back from that. Oh yeah, and we learned that they knew about the end of the world, and that
They are preparing for it. Or
yeah,
debating
and
that.
apparently that Chaos. Okay. Fucking hell, Akane's grandfather did some naughty things during what was supposed to be a meeting or something. And
Not
I
that.
fully believe he was set up.
Yes, you believe he was set up, but
So-
basically your grandfather supposedly was disgraced, and things spiraled.
Yeah.
You also learn of the involvement of Red Feather and Downside. Or that they had
Oh, yeah.
some involvement, and had gone looking for where you might find them. And had gone looking for a rather seedy looking tavern on the lowest of the 3 levels of Yosa. And where we left off, you had just stepped into a tavern by the name of the Mammoth Frog Inn. It's more of an inn than a tavern, but, where there were a large collection of seedy looking characters, a single man, human man on the stage playing guitar, and a large dragonborn manning the bar. As you stepped in disguise, everything fell silent as all eyes turned to you. The dragonborn asked what precisely it was you were looking for, and that's where we left off. So, we return. You are standing in the centre of an inn.
Oh yeah. Everyone was looking at us, weren't they?
Yes,
For some reason.
all eyes are on you.
Us as a group or a specific person?
The group. All eyes are on this
Okay.
group of newcomers who've just walked through the door. So,
Just gonna look around. These are all like really seedy people, aren't they?
yeah,
The looks of it.
it, by the looks of it, yes.
I'm gonna do my best dumbass impression.
I
And I'm
mean,
just
that's not that
gonna-
hard, I think.
No, it's not.
He's not that dumb.
Sauriv is pretty dumb, but now he's a dumb person trying to be
He's
dumb.
he's smarter
And he's
than
gonna-
Mathias is dexterous.
Well, that's not hard. Yes.
Fucking Rock is smarter than
Mathias is
Mathias
dexterous.
is dexterous, so it's not a compliment. But I'm just gonna look around at all of them and just wave. Hello.
You get a few sort of raised eyebrows And there's a sort of brief moment of pause before one of them sort of in the back begins to chuckle. And a couple of people sort of, it spreads a little. But quickly dies out, as it seems that most people don't really seem to be in the joking mode. The Dragonborn sort of leans over the bar a bit towards you. You don't really seem the type to be around here.
Do we? Don't we?
No, you don't.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've been in bars like this all my life. And I just walk up to the bar and sit down and put like a gold on the table and sort of look expectantly at the barkeep.
He sort of looks at you. Takes.
I'll turn my eye in its socket.
Yeah. Looks at you. It seems completely unperturbed by the one eye sort of thing in his socket. Puts one finger on the on the coin and just slides it across the bar. So then, what'll it be for you? Fine lot.
Well, I don't know about these assholes, but I want an ale.
He looks at the rest of you.
I'll take a
same.
whiskey.
Sure thing. And he, sort of like, slowly turns around as if he still doesn't trust you and goes to start pouring, your ales. As he turns around, you notice that on his back, or the back of his neck, there is a tattoo of a downwards pointing blue arrow. And,
You don't want to know where that's pointing.
It's back.
Below his back.
Rick, do you remember what that means?
Yes,
Okay,
I know.
just
It's
checking.
Downside. Downside?
Yes,
This
it
is
is the
right.
symbol of downside. It's a downwards pointing blue arrow. Just checking. Yes. He turns around and he does get your ales. An ale for everyone and a whiskey for Sauriv. And sort of slides them over the bar towards you guys. Change doesn't seem to be a thing around here.
That's why I put a gold piece down.
But he he hands you your drinks. That sort of kind of looks you guys a little bit thoughtfully for a moment then. So, I presume you're here for a reason. Your kind don't just arrive very often.
Maybe?
That's what I thought. And what reason is it?
She looks like around the rest, like, help.
You've got this. I believe in you.
I see. So, this is your business then, is it?
Maybe?
And what business is that then?
Looking into a death of my family, I guess.
I see. And what makes you think that you'll be able to find anything about that here?
The symbols on my grandpa's grave.
I see. And what symbols exactly are those?
Well, that tattoo of yours and feather.
How curious. There's not very many graves with both those symbols on them.
I've seen, yeah.
You'd probably know better than to reel that, were you? From these parts. So I take it you're not.
Then, what did he say?
You'd probably know better than to reveal that if you were from these parts, so I take it you are not. So where are you from, Miss?
Korea.
Ah, the train city. And what business do you have here? Family? Well, you know, I don't know of any families like that.
How do you mean?
I don't know many things. I'm just a bartender after all.
She slides him like 2 gold.
There's a sort of like expression of almost not disgust, but like a very brief sort of almost disappointment, almost contempt expression across his face for a flash of a moment, and then returns to the sort of neutral it was before. No, I'm afraid I don't know anything. I'm just a bartender. You see...
Another 2 gold?
Okay. He ignores it. You see... There is quite valuable information they wouldn't let the likes of me know. I'm sure you can appreciate that.
Who would know it then?
Well, who knows? You'd have to find someone who'd know that.
I mean, surely you can help if that's right.
Oh. No, I'm afraid my memory's a little preoccupied right now. I wouldn't remember such a thing.
How much?
Oh, no. I see you're new to this. Allow me to reword that. I've had my eye on a little something for a few weeks now. Been saving, you know? Maybe if you could ease my mind, that would help something.
Okay. I suppose.
It's a ring. One from the Magic Guild.
Okay.
They keep it in a glass case at the end of the left hallway. It's the only ring there. I would very much like it, but I'm afraid I don't have the money for it. Of course, were you to find it for me, then my memory might be a little jogged.
Okay.
Until then,
Is that a fair exchange, sir?
well, he sort of leans in towards you. That depends. Did you want to know something?
Well, I feel like there's not a lot of guarantee that you're actually going to reveal useful information, and we are going to be risking our lives over stealing from the guild.
No, I didn't say you had to steal it. In fact, I think I said find it. That implies I don't care how you get it. I just want it. And I think you don't have any cards on this table. You're clearly new to this. I'll give you a tip. Don't try and bargain. He sort of like leans back. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a bar to run. And he sort of heads over to one of the other patrons, who seems like tries to get his attention, and he goes back to bartending.
Make sure he doesn't take the 4 gold that Akane shoved him, by the way.
He didn't. He left on the table.
Okay, I kind of takes it back. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just.
Okay.
Well,
I might
I'll
know
go
a way.
outside, I guess.
I might know a way to get a thing, but that. Let's probably get somewhere where we can talk, I guess.
Yeah, I'll down my drink and start heading to the mansion.
Okay. Yeah. You guys begin to head out. As soon as
What
you
a wanker.
As soon as you guys step out the door and it closes behind you, you hear a very loud commotion inside. The sound of drawn weapons and almost a bit of shouting. As we cut away from you, Mathias, you appear inside of a tavern. A very seedy tavern. Bloodied, bruised, and alive. You appear in the centre of the tavern in a sort of flash of arcane light. Everyone in the tavern immediately seems to immediately draw weapons and point them in your direction.
Just gonna have a look around, but quickly realize how bad this place looks.
Not good.
If you just put those weapons away, how about I walk out that door and nothing ever happened here?
Well, the bartender sort of puts down the pint he was like halfway through pouring and bats away the hand of the guy who like goes to reach for it. Well, that's a bit of an unfair exchange, don't you think? Maybe you make it worth our while. You see, that kind of magic's forbidden in this city. Maybe you'd ought to be careful with it.
What city is this then? And I'm just gonna sit up on the bar stool, my back to the bar.
He's the bartender.
You're in Yosa.
Oh, perfect. And it didn't go as wrong as I thought it had.
Well, that seems to depend, doesn't it? And if you have something worth our while, not reporting you for this. They pay a pretty price for mages misbehaving around here.
Well, it looks like they'd pay a pretty price for many of these heads around here as well. And I just look around, seize them up, and try to judge how strong these guys are and essentially how much HP these guys have.
Make an insight check. Stronger than you currently are, that's for sure.
Oh, that's for sure.
Not masses, but they're probably not insignificant. It seems like this is what they do for a living, a lot of them. You've seen some of the shady folk on Coria. They're pretty high-end shady.
Mm-hmm.
The bartender leans forward, sort of almost over you. Now, I think you'll find that kind of talk's not appreciated around here.
I'm in a bad mood.
So am I.
think I might be able to ease the little. What's your finest whiskey?
What's your price?
Well, you gave me a name. I'm quite knowledgeable on the subject.
Really? Have you ever heard of Storm Brew?
Now that sounds like music to my ears.
Mute yourself, Rick.
Sorry.
I'm gonna cast... no, before that... rude of me, I didn't realize. I haven't even asked the name of this tavern yet.
No, it seems you haven't. So, how about that, making it worth our while? Or are you gonna keep stalling, little man?
If I'm gonna make it worth your while, then I want it to be worth my while as well. Get me a
Oh, it
double
will
storm
be.
brew, and I'm gonna get my pouch out.
Okay. He takes a bottle off the shelf and sort of pours it. Places it on the counter. It's clear.
Oh,
The bottle, which is a sort of blue bottle, but the liquid inside is clear, seems to have like lightning running through it. Like actual bolts of lightning sparking through it as it sloshes. He puts it back and slides the sort of whiskey across the counter towards you. And again, it's a clear liquid with these bolts of lightning that sort of arc through it every now and then.
okay. I'm just gonna see how many folks is around here. Realize I haven't broken anything. I'm gonna put 3 gold coins on the counter.
He takes it.
Satisfied?
Well, I'm still waiting for you to make it worth my while. But the drink's now
Gonna-
yours.
The drink is now mine.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a normal price for Storm Brew?
It is here.
No, that's out of character.
Oh. Roll a history check. You know, for you, I'd let you do a religion if you want.
I think that's the one thing he's not good at. Yep.
I mean that and dexterity.
You don't
I mean, from the
know
intelligence
Stormbrew.
ones.
The 21, you've never heard of it before.
Okay. I'll put down another 3 gold coins and sigh heavily.
He looks at it and then back to you. I'm afraid you're going to have to do a little better than that.
I'm just gonna turn around. Tell me, what's this place called? While I do that, I'm gonna look through my coin purse.
The Mammoth Frog Inn.
Mammoth Frog?
Yes.
That's a weird name.
You wouldn't want to meet one.
Well, I've never even heard of the creature. What are they like?
Large and tasty.
Worth trying? Worth hunting down?
There aren't any anymore.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I'm gonna put another 4 gold on the table.
Okay. So looks at it and then back to you. Expectantly.
Now, is it really gonna be that way?
Well, if you're not going to make it worth our while, then we might as well collect the bounty on untamed wizards.
Untamed wizards.
Yes, the kind that display magic in the streets. Or the taverns, the public places of the city.
I'm gonna send message to Akane and just straight up ask how close they are to this tavern.
Alright. Okay. So you cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fuck's sake.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What's your AC?
It does not exist.
Right.
Not exist.
Let me see. Yes, they're here.
Are these guys gonna immediately attack? Is that the mode they are in?
Yeah, they're still
Well,
ready.
then I'm
Should
not
not
gonna
tell.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I'm not gonna cast a spell in front of them.
Right. Okay then.
Can't subtle cast anyway.
So you don't do that.
I can.
It sucks to be
You know what? I'm just gonna look at the gold coins. Look back at them. I think I've already bought myself a head start, haven't I? Or are you gonna suck me dry entirely?
Oh, well, I expected you to make it worth our while, Mr. Wizard. But if you don't even cover the cost of the bounty, then there's no point in us keeping our tongues.
Well, if you're only going to run your lips, I don't mind.
Well, there are easy ways to make sure we have you when they come to collect.
I can see that.
So what'll it be?
If I double this little pool I've made already, will you be satisfied?
Call it triple.
Another 15 gold. On top of what I've already paid.
You have a deal, Mr. Wizard.
Okay, gonna cough up another 15 gold, down the whiskey and walk out.
As you down the whiskey, I need you to roll me a Constitution save. He takes the gold.
I am a robot.
Yes, I know.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
Hang on. First things first.
Let's do mark off the 35 gold have you spent? 24.
25, and I did.
Alright, and roll 2d10.
Jesus Christ.
You asked for a double.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2d10. Okay. You take 5 points of lightning damage as you down it, and the lightning in it seems to arc across your body. It's very much a whiskey that wakes you up.
Tingly.
It seems like it's not supposed to be downed quite like that. Something you nurse. Downing it seems to have adverse effects.
Right.
And also, it tastes absolutely vile.
Right.
Not that it matters much, but yeah, it doesn't taste good. It's kind of like vodka-y, actually. Closer than... Yeah, it tastes close to vodka
It's
than
not vale.
whiskey. Compared to whiskey, it is.
Eh.
Yeah, well, you're just wrong.
Talking about drinks, I should finish my
How is
Jagermeister.
this a whiskey then?
Well, you know, you'll see. Actually, you won't because you're leaving, but you would if you looked at the bottle.
You know, put the glass back down and walk out.
Yeah, okay. Put the glass back down and walk out. As for the rest of you, as you heard this, some commotion happen inside. Did any of you pay any mind to it?
I'll be right back, guys.
No, that's none of our concern. I don't want to get involved in shit.
Okay, it's you guys.
Well, I would probably look through the window to see if I could see what it was. The
You...
commotion.
Yeah, you look. You try and look through the window. You actually have to jump up. You're not tall enough to reach through the window. But you have to sort of jump up and try and look through the window, and you see them pointing weapons at each other, but you can't make out what they're pointing weapons at from this angle, just because everyone's basically between you and the bar, because the bar's on the far side. unfortunately. Yeah, because a lot of people stood up and stuff, so you wouldn't be able to actually see what's going on. Just a lot of weapons are being pointed. A lot of crossbows.
Can I crack the door open to see if I can listen in?
You can. The rest of your group appears to be leaving without you. Or at least Akane.
I'll be waiting for
Okay.
her.
Yeah, so you crack the door open and sort of try and listen in. Go ahead and give me a perception with disadvantage.
Compensated? No, that's my eye. Never mind.
That's your eye, no.
That's it.
Yeah, it'd be disadvantage because, you know, it's the other end of a tavern and there are people doing things and talking. Muttering to each other. 18. You hear a bit of a discussion about a wizard and a bounty. And you catch most of it. You hear the bartender more. You hear someone, but it's quiet and muffled, and it's not quite enough to make it out that it's Mathias. But there's definitely some wizard that has appeared, and they're threatening. And you get most of the information, you just don't get that it is Mathias, essentially. Just because of the
Like,
actual
don't
volume
get
difference.
that it's Mathias from the way he talks.
Well, that... No, not
It's
really.
a very metallic voice.
No, he doesn't, and no, not really.
I'll just like
Sauriv, there's a wizard that landed in there. Apparently he's got a bounty. Do you wanna, I don't know, like
wait and see if we can talk him into joining our little revolution army.
Or we could hand them in for the money.
Oh yeah, that too. I mean, that's probably a better idea.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking because Mathias said we should get as many forces as possible.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Let's try and expand the ranks.
Should we wait around the corner and then like tackle him when he comes out the door so that he definitely has to listen to what we say?
That doesn't seem like a very good way to make friends. Speaking from experience.
Okay. We'll just look friendly and approaching while waiting for him outside of the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Approachable,
Yeah.
not approaching. Grammar. Cool.
Okay. So, Mathias.
I'm just gonna stand there like looking friendly with a huge smile on my face in front of the door.
Mathias, you, a few moments later, you step out of the tavern, and you see two unfamiliar figures, because you are currently disguised. You guys have seeming on. You see two unfamiliar, very shady-looking characters, sort of waiting there with a sort of, one of them has a big smile on her face, and the other one's sort of this big character behind her, like 7, maybe 8 feet, like a real big character. And
Sorry, size.
more than Sauriv
Bigger than
size.
As soon as I see it's Mathias, I go, oh, hi Mathias.
I'm just walking through, I'm about to like pat them aside so I can push
Mathias!
through them, and at
Mathias!
that I'll stop.
Oh,
I'm gonna
right, we're
guys.
I'm gonna try to recognize who this person is. Can I roll investigation?
Yes.
Hey,
can.
I'm Marley, it's Marley.
Before
I don't
you
think
get
you need
that
to
out,
roll
I'm
it.
gonna scrutinize the shit out of you.
Yeah, it says it's Marley, but I don't think 15 beats Pandal's DC, so you cannot see through the illusion.
It's seeing
Marley,
it's Marley,
sweetie.
but it's an illusion.
If you're fucking lying, I'm gonna smoke your ass right here, right now.
Okay, well that's a little aggressive and pointless.
I'm gonna bear hug Mathias.
Okay, one of them goes to grapple Mathias.
Sauriv, hug.
I am looking
Yeah.
at Marley, not Sauriv.
Mathias!
You hear metal creaking.
Christ.
Now I believe you.
Yeah, 15 isn't even fucking close to his DC. Forgot about that. Yeah.
Am I glad to see you? Have
Are
I
you?
expressed my hatred for this city before?
I think you did. I don't remember. Did he?
Well, I fucking hate this place. I've lost more money here than anywhere else in my entire bloody life. Shall
Also,
we?
I don't think that's true actually, because remember that body you got?
Wasn't my money! Actually, it was.
You did all of your portion of the kill of the shadow dragon dude. Did go towards it though.
Yeah.
Dark dragon, that's the word. So, what happens? What are you doing? Found these
Going
two?
to the mansion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys head off towards the mansion. And as you guys arrive at the mansion, Pandal sort of turns to you guys. Guys, right. I'm going to go check on Relta, and I will see you tomorrow. Finger guns.
All right,
And
then.
then Pandal's going to go,
Oh,
Ra-da-da-da.
sure. Check up, are you?
yes! Make sure she's okay. She's my wife. Make sure she's not dying
I mean-
again. That would be tragic. I'll be back. Talk to you not today. And he leaves. He's sort of like walking
Yeah.
backwards like finger
That
guns.
was.
That's
That's Pandal. Yeah, that's.
yeah.
Sorry. I apologise, Vom.
Oh, that was
Just gonna
genuinely good. I think he hates
See
it.
you around, I guess.
Yeah, he sort of like walks backwards and then turns off and runs off after his what? Not his wife. Fucking Relta.
Not after his wife, after Relta.
I was trying to think of the words, and I thought the words his wife, and I'm like, no, what words? Relta. Yeah, as he goes running off to go find Relta, and disappears from the story for now. So,
Okay.
you guys are left in the mansion. What do you do?
So he
Wait.
wants us to steal a super secure magic ring that is being kept by the guild, who basically control all magic in the city. And he's only going to give us an answer in return. That's not a fair deal.
Hold on. I just walked in here, got robbed by those pricks, and now you're spouting a bunch of stuff about the ring. What's going on?
It's Lord of
Ask
the Rings.
Akane.
Oh shit, we need to take this off Aftermath. We've just been copyrighted. Off Aftermath? Off of YouTube, fuck. Sorry.
I don't think you're gonna get copy striked for mentioning Lord of the Rings.
That's not what I meant.
But you will,
never
please.
know.
Fuck.
So anyway, what's going on?
We need to steal a ring in order to get information about my granddad.
Right. Carry on, I haven't been here. I want to know what's happening.
I mean, that's basically what's happening.
Is there any other means of getting information about your granddad?
Maybe. I suppose
Why
you
is
could.
that?
Fuck! I should have asked more stuff to
How's that
the
tavern gonna
guy.
help anything with that? Because
So remember the
The
logo?
downside.
oh, there we downside. That's the down pointing arrow, yeah.
Yeah. The downy.
So, what about what's that under middle face called? Feathers, red feathers.
Yeah. I
What
think so.
about
Red
what
feather.
about those guys?
I don't know. This was like the first people we've been to.
Right.
But there's also a woman I guess we could try and track down, but I don't know her name or how she looks like or if she's even alive.
That's difficult. Do you know anything at all about this woman?
Apparently she did stuff with my grandpa that caused him to be like disgraced or something.
No witch.
No? I mean,
Okay.
maybe? Don't think so.
Okay. So your granddad, he owed people money, right?
No?
No, didn't he? Isn't that what the friendly bartender told us last time?
Did he? I don't think so.
It's in my
I don't remember
notes.
Did he? I don't know. You need to remember these things.
See, this is why I take notes.
Well, actually, I do know, but I'm not telling you. You need to remember these things, Rick.
I remember most of what he told, but I don't remember anything about money.
Well,
Mathias, you're a liar.
Well then, I suppose we could ask the Red Feathers,
Yeah?
see if they're more willing to talk. Sauriv,
Hello.
quick question.
Yes.
Has Akane been as subtle about this investigation as I expect her to be?
I don't know. She's done pretty well.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's only
Good.
revealed to like one person her actual full name and family history.
Yeah, exactly.
is that including last time or this time in Yosa?
This time.
I'm gonna facepalm really hard.
Hey, but it was really helpful.
But it's fine, because it was only a council member.
Gonna take my second hand and facepalm again. Who?
I forgot his name. I literally said it at the start of the session. Oh yeah, the Honorable Bagdiff. I don't know what his actual name was, if he even said it.
that is his name.
Wait, that's a weird fucking name.
Says the person with a million gazillion names.
Your
I
name's-
mean, at least my names are actual names.
So is his.
Bagdiff sounds more like a title for some reason. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, February.
You were telling
I
Mathias.
literally just
Yes.
thought his name.
Yes.
The Honorable Bagdiff.
Oh, so, how do you spell that?
Just like how you say it.
Backtiff.
No, not how you say it.
Just.
The Honourable
Some-
Bagdith Van Zerb.
Oh yeah, Pandal.
I'm just gonna put my hands back down, look at Akane, and ask. So how did he take that?
Pretty good.
Right.
It was because the room was enchanted against lies, which we found out later.
Right.
Yeah.
So the council is smart, obviously.
Well, at
I
least
mean,
this
it was
guy
his
is.
own home.
So, wait, where? What? In that guy's own home?
Yeah.
Okay. Surprised you managed to get into a council member's home, but hey.
I mean, it was pretty easy.
So
Yeah, they
we
were
just-
all like, "Oh, you need an appointment," but then we
Yeah,
just sort of showed up at the door and we were like, "We don't have an appointment. Can we talk anyway?" And he was like, "Yeah, come
we
in."
just walked up and knocked.
right. So you think he's got any ulterior motive, or is he helpful, or?
He's helpful.
Wasn't he friends with your granddad? You know, before.
Yeah, he was before the stuff happened.
And did he tell you that in that room that was protected against lies?
Yes.
And well, how much did he tell you?
Well, apparently my grandpa was, well, as I believe to be set up, and basically he himself, that guy we talked to, walked in on him having some time with a woman other than my grandmother.
Right.
So yeah, and after that he started drinking, drugs, stuff, setting houses on fire. Apparently.
Her grandfather,
Like-
not
Oh
your
yeah,
grandfather.
and
Yeah, I assumed. But setting houses on
and
fire, serially?
I mean my own house where I grew up in.
Is that the only one, or is that like? What do you mean, multiple houses?
One. And me and my sister's graves are filled are like there are bodies in there of like the age I was supposed to be at that time, and my sister.
You dug up your own grave and your sister's grave.
Yeah,
Wasn't your sister still alive as well?
she is. Yes, I mean I hope she still is. I haven't seen her in a while. I hope she's doing right. She's doing well.
Right. That's kind of disturbing. But okay. I guess. Okay then. Anything else?
No, that's it. I think. Right?
So
Yep.
the only lead is the red feathers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently they only
And
mark graves that they've been involved with, though. Like, that they created, basically.
so you mean that the red feathers probably got your granddad killed?
Yeah, but
I
there was
mean,
both of the
yeah.
symbols on it, so the thieves guilds worked. Well, the criminals guilds worked together to cause the death of the granddad.
Why the fuck would they mark the graves then?
I don't know.
I'm pretty
Maybe
sure
it's
they just marked your granddad's grave, though, right?
that or like
It was.
Yeah, they did.
2 or 3 more
It
that were
was.
marked as both.
There were others that were marked throughout the graveyard, but it was from your family. It was just your grandfather's grave that was marked.
Oh, it was yeah for my family, but I mean there were multiple graves marked with both symbols, although not
Not
much.
very many. One or
Yeah.
two others. Most of them were one or the other that were marked.
Do you remember the names of those graves?
No, didn't really pay much attention to them.
Well, I think those names might be interesting.
Then we have to go back, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'm not doing anything else today. I'm quite knackered. I almost killed myself trying to get here.
Matthias looks
How?
really, really beat up, by the way.
How did you do that?
Teleported.
Into like a pool of piranhas?
Well, first into Avriel and then into that tavern, and I wasn't meant to end up in that tavern either.
But why did you? How did you get hurt in Avril?
I got hurt on the way there. Like, you know how teleporting is risky? Yeah, I really
Maybe?
shouldn't have done that. I just should have stayed in Milikani. But I'm
With your
here
girlfriend.
now. So, fuck you. I'm gonna sleep this off. And then tomorrow, suppose we can go investigate?
Okay. Well, gosh, how late is it, Yargon, by the way?
I believe it is a sort of like mid-evening at the moment, like 4 p.m. or something like that.
It's not mid-evening, that's afternoon, mate.
Mid-afternoon, even. Sorry, yeah. Look, English is only my first language.
We could do.
Yeah. Look at Tamshi. He speaks 2 languages.
So do I.
Yeah, is that one? If you speak one of them really shit because you're English.
Hey, you speak one of them really shit because you're Scottish.
That's fair, but
So, yes, it's about 4 p.m.
Okay. I mean, I'm not tired yet, but okay. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow then.
Okay, what's everyone else doing then?
By the way, if he leaves, he's like, okay, have sweet dreams about your girlfriend.
Who sounds like a jealous girlfriend now? Akane.
That's not a girl. He's much older than me. He's my teacher. Or boss.
Yeah, I could say the exact same thing about the joke you made about Pandal, remember?
What joke was that? I don't remember.
Well, when I was saying to Pandal that he probably shouldn't go with the monstrous spirit that turned out to be his wife, and you were like, you sound like an angry girlfriend, and I was like,
Oh,
ignoring you.
sorry. Yeah. I kind of forgot about that.
Well, I didn't.
Can you two quieten down? I'm trying to sleep in here.
Why don't you go to your room, Mathias? Recommended.
Yeah, this is. I mean, we're literally in the living room.
I mean, I suppose I would have walked off already.
When
But he wouldn't have gotten to his room before shouting.
So, the rest
I
of you.
go get something to drink in a normal bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sauriv, Coghammer, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, let's go get a few drinks.
Okay. We've finally got Jerry to say something, so mission accomplished.
He's alive!
Ah!
You okay in there, Jerry?
Nope.
What up, buddy?
Just
Damn it, Jerry Bot. I do not want to have to do a wipe and an update. So,
Not on record, you idiot.
oh right, I wasn't supposed to say he's a robot. Oops. So, yeah, you guys head on over to I presume the wing tanker to go get a drink.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, not the other one, obviously.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you head over and essentially, is there anything in particular you guys want to do this evening, or are you just gonna drink
I
and be
mean,
merry?
I wanna try and see if you can find like some interesting new drinks.
Okay, go ahead and make a. You know what? Just roll a d20. There's nothing interesting particularly here. I mean, a few different ale varieties you've not really tried, but beyond that, nothing major.
I was kind of hoping she'd also go across Stormbrew.
Yeah, I know what you're hoping. The answer's no.
Oh, okay, if you know how I knew that about that stuff. Yargon came up with
I'm
it.
sure
in
he
the
doesn't, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Not now.
fucking-
So, is anyone doing anything in particular this evening? Or are you all just going to drink and
Drinking
be
a little
merry?
bit too much.
A little bit too much. All right.
A
You're
little bit too much.
so slightly drunk for Sauriv?
Slightly drunk for Sauriv.
Sure.
I'm
Okay.
drinking a
takes
little.
quite
Don't want to repeat the last time I drank here.
Sure. Okay. So
This is the friendly tavern, right? With the friend of Akane's granddad.
yes. So you guys don't drink too much, and drink a little bit too much at the same time, and you spend the evening being merry, and eventually head back to the mansion. One presumes to sleep for the evening.
Yeah.
All right. So eventually, morning rolls around, and Pandal is notably downstairs quite early, and he actually who would be up first out of everyone?
I mean, Mathias is going to be up pretty early because he went to bed early.
That's a good point. Okay, Mathias, yeah. Pandal sort of goes to you. Mathias, right. So
Hi.
Relta's not doing too good. I'm gonna stay here and look after her while you guys figure out Akane's shenanigans.
Not going too good. How?
I mean, she just needs a bit of care. She did just die. So,
Okay, but just
Again?
not the life-threatening again
Like-
kind of no good.
Not-
Is she okay? Like, what's what's happening? What's
not yet. Hi, Marley. She's sort of fine, but just needs some, a bit of attention. She's been on her own, apparently, for quite a while. So I'm just going to stay here and with her. She was kind of freaking out yesterday.
So emotionally no good.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I get?
What?
Yes.
Right.
Just make sure that you message me if something happens, or if you need any help, or if you need anything, or you like
will.
like coffee or what? I'll get
Pandal?
yeah.
I will, but I won't because I won't need it. It'll be fine.
Pandal,
Yes.
if she drags you off to the afterlife again, I'm gonna resurrect you in 100 years' time. If I'm still around.
I'm counting on it. Don't worry. You can slap me when you do.
Good.
Please don't leave it that long. I will see you guys. I'll keep the mansion here.
I have to wait
see you guys
until
when
that place has
you're done.
recharged, remember?
No, because I don't care. Because she's back now. I'll be back. And he's gonna leave.
I'll be back.
Yourselves.
We all know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, he's gonna look after his exhausted and emotionally drained wife.
Oh.
We're trying to make it weird, Rick.
Not everyone's a degenerate like you are.
I mean... Fair?
When was the last time you saw Pandal do anything remotely sexual? Didn't think so. So,
He held hands with his wife.
be honest.
Yeah, that's as far as I
Degeneracy
can
right there.
possibly go. Yeah.
Fair, but we weren't mentioning that on camera because we're gonna get fucking demonetized on the YouTubes.
You need to get monetized for that first.
Oh, don't bully me. Yes. So.
You need to get views for that first.
Oof. No, we don't. It's fine. We're only doing it for notes, really. Be great if anyone ever fucking took notes. So,
Hi.
yes, I know it's great to have you back.
It's nice having someone who knows what's going on.
It is. It's wonderful. So, you guys, Jerry knows
Time
what's
for
going on.
Jägermeister.
I don't know if Jerry takes notes, but he does know what's going on. So, you guys wake up in the morning. What are you? Pandal sort of makes excuses and disappears. But other than that, what is the plan for the day?
Right, so, guys, it doesn't take the whole team to go look at some graves and figure out whose names have both the feather and the down pointing arrow on it. So if someone could take me there and show me, then I'll take note and we'll see what I can learn from there.
I was kind of hoping to go back to Jarl Black Diff for like half an hour too. I had some more questions I thought of.
I'd like to be there, but I'm not in disguise.
I mean, we don't need to be in disguise.
I mean, I thought we're on the streets, but yeah, probably right.
Weren't we only in disguise for the shady place?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't. You guys are not even in disguise in Yosa here. Right. So, sure, I'd like to be there for that, to be honest. I'd like to meet this fellow.
Okay.
I was about to sort out you there then.
Sure. You can't fly though.
Ah!
I can become
Yeah,
an
I
eagle.
don't think
If
Pandal
someone
would.
could turn me into one.
I don't think Pandal would appreciate being interrupted right now.
Well, no, but... Wait, can you do that?
Well, interrupt him.
No, like the eagle thing.
No.
Bird. You can? I thought you could.
Nah.
We are so lost without Pandal.
Yeah, we are.
Akane, can you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I knew there was someone.
Well, but she can fly anyway, and she'd have to come along. And how long can you stay in eagle form, and how long would it take to point out those graves?
Can't you fly?
No.
Well, I can,
Don't
but
you
I
have,
don't
like,
know.
rocket boots?
I
We've
don't know
been
where
to
the
the-
graves are.
We've been to the graveyard before.
Yeah, and I don't know where
Together.
those graves with the symbols on are.
I
I'm gonna have to
Then
look for
we
that. I'll
don't
be
will
busy all
try.
day.
I don't exactly remember either. I mean,
Well, but you can
You
point
can
me in
look.
the right direction rather than having me search the whole damn graveyard.
by the way, but God, they literally searched the graveyard together the first time to find the symbols.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, Mathias was there the first time.
Yeah.
okay,
Gav, you're supposed to be the one that knows what's going on. Come on.
sure.
Come on, where are your
But
notes?
I
God
thought
damn it.
I thought they'd gone again and noticed then that when they went to dig up
No.
Akane's. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do it myself. Fine. When do you plan on going to meet that guy?
After you're back, then I guess.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. See you guys later.
Thanks.
Yargon,
So, does that mean we have free
Yes.
time?
how expensive are shovels?
Not very.
I'm gonna buy a shovel.
Oh God.
Okay. Um. Sure. Yeah, you can get a shovel for like 3 copper.
Sure thing. Consider it done.
Not a good shovel,
Better
but
be a
it's
fucking good
for 3 copper. It's not a good shovel, but it'll do.
Can I get a good shovel?
You can get a good shovel for like 6 copper.
Get a good shovel.
fucking rich bastard.
Okay.
Just like Gav IRL.
So, does that mean we have, like, free time?
Well, maybe we can figure out where the red feather hangs out.
Right. Yeah, okay.
And then we have free time.
Yeah.
So Yargon,
Yes.
are there more than only that CD tavern?
You could probably go look for some, but none that you know of.
Wasn't there a down
Maybe we
pointing
could just
arrow on
ask
the
one of the
side?
guards.
No, but that's gone, that one.
Question.
Mhm.
Wasn't there a down pointing arrow on the side of the winged tankard?
No, that's gone. And it wasn't the wing tankard, it was the building next to it.
Okay.
Well, maybe if we just go up to the shadiest person we see in the street and go, "Hello, do you know where the red feather is?"
I
That
don't know
seems
if
like
that's a
pretty
good idea.
Well, maybe they know.
I mean, maybe?
So, what's the plan, guys?
Searching for the red feather.
Yeah, you guys are searching
I'm
for the red
gonna
feather.
find the shadiest person on the street and ask him if he knows where the red feather is.
Alright, okay, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Is there anyone with a red feather tattoo?
Not that you see.
Is there anyone with a red feather in the pack?
Not that you see.
Damn it. What that would work.
3. Unfortunately, there aren't very many shady people around. Just wandering the streets. You can't find anyone that seems even remotely shady, apparently. As you guys-
Is there someone that is wearing, is there like a beggar or something? Is like a homeless person?
Sure, yeah, there'd be a few. Not many, but a few around.
I'll find like a homeless person and be like, Hey, do you know where the red feather is?
Huh? You say something to me?
Yeah.
One eye
Do you know where the
cracks
red
open.
feather is?
Red feather. Were you looking for feather?
Yeah, like a pub or like a building or something that has like a red feather on it, and or people in it that say they're part of the red feather.
Yeah, I might know something like that. Maybe. It depends. You looking for them?
I'll give you a gold piece if you tell me where they are.
That way. And he sort of just points.
No, I want a specific destination.
Alright. So you want to go down there, third one on the right, and then it's the fourth one on the left? It's kind of direct. There's a place. It's a Sweet Tavern place. Ain't got no sign on the door. Where's the place you're looking for? There was a gold in this for me, right?
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, he seems
Do I
truthful.
believe him?
He seems genuine. He seems more focused on the gold than anything else.
Thank you so much for your help, kind sir. I throw him a gold.
He like fumbles to catch it and like looks at it, and he like bites into it to check it's real, and like looks at it again, and he seems more mesmerized that he got a gold than anything. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can buy a house with this.
So, you're gonna follow his directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, you follow his directions, and eventually you do come across what appears to be just like any other house. No sign above the door. Just as he said.
Is there like, can I walk around the building and see if there's a red feather on it?
It appears to be attached to buildings on either side. It's a terrace house, so you can't really walk around it.
Yeah.
But there's not
Is
a red
there a
feather
red
on the
feather?
front, no.
Well,
Do you
can I
want to
walk?
knock?
I'm just gonna cast Arcane Eye and have it float next to us.
Okay. You begin to see yourself from
Are
the
you
third
going to
person.
check the back?
But yeah, I guess we might as well try to see if there's someone here.
Hey, I thought that guy seemed pretty trustworthy.
I mean, it's a beggar? I don't know.
Yeah, but, you know, he's got nothing to do other than watch people. He probably knows. I'm gonna knock the door.
Okay, you go to knock on the door, and after precisely like the first knock, it begins to open. You go to like knock again, and it's like, oh, okay, as the door actually opens, almost instantly. And you are confronted with a gnomish woman who seems to be quite young, maybe early teens, like just reaching teens. Looks up at you. It's more of a gnomish girl, I suppose, at that point. Yes, can I help you?
Is this a tavern?
No.
Is this the Red Feather Tavern?
No, we're not a tavern.
Oh, is this the Red Feather headquarters?
No, we're not the headquarters.
Is this
Headquarters.
place for the Red Tavern? Red Feather?
Yes. Wait, no.
You're like
are you a cop?
obsessed with taverns today.
I'm just gonna send in my
No,
Arcane.
I just
Okay.
we want to talk to you.
Are you a cop? Because no, if
No,
you're a cop, but otherwise, yes. Are you a cop? You have to tell
No,
me if
I'm
you're a
not
cop.
We just I'm not a cop. I would just like we want to talk. My friend wants to talk to the Red Feather.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh God.
You're a cop? I don't want cops.
That went well.
Oh my god.
You
That
guys, for
seems-
fuck's sake.
You get the feeling
That seems entirely appropriate.
she doesn't really believe you. Even this maybe like 13-year-old gnomish girl seems to get the
Hold
feeling
on.
something's a bit off. As this conversation is
Um,
happening,
I'll stay outside. This person's the one you want to talk to.
as
I have
the
another suggest.
as this conversation is happening, Coghammer, you send your arcane eye into the inside of this building and past her,
Yeah.
and obviously she doesn't seem to notice the invisible sensor, and it floats on in, and there's a set of stairs. It does seem to be laid out kind of like a house, but as you head into the into one of the rooms downstairs, the first room on the left actually, there seems to be a number of older women, mostly elven women, and what's the word? An Aarakocra, which is a little odd. An Aarakocran woman, not dressed in particularly much, sort of pointedly not dressed in very much, and there's a few men hanging out on couches, and you see across the mantelpieces this huge ornate red feather.
Does it look like the symbol, or?
It looks like a feather that has been dyed red, like a peacock feather or something, that has been dyed red to deliberately be like that. You get the feeling this might be some kind of establishment of the Red Light District, let's put it that way.
The Red Feather District.
Guess also that. Yeah, so the little girl looks up at you, Marnie, goes, I don't believe you, so I'm gonna not
Just
let
want
you
the
in.
information. I just want information about my family.
That's what a cop would say.
Is
Would
it?
they?
Yes.
You've met a lot of
Okay, so
cops
I
that
did
ask
actually
for information
found-
about their family?
Yes, they try and trick me. Mama always said they'd trick me.
I did actually find a suggestion. I thought it was the first.
What's a second?
They give you 4 gold pieces.
Fair
Well,
point.
says. She seems to be counting to 4 in her head. 5.
Okay, here you go.
Huh. She takes the 5 gold pieces and opens the door a bit more. Okay, come on in.
Thank you.
Yeah, you step in. The smell of perfume that's been rather sort of liberally sprayed, as if to cover up the smell of sweat and other bodily fluids, immediately as you step into the premises. And yeah, you guys step inside. I assume everyone follows?
Yeah.
Okay. And she counts you guys and the gold, and realizes she's got 1 more gold and looks very happy about herself. And yeah, you guys head in, and there is what appears to be where the living room would be. There is no living room. The curtains are not just drawn, but it seems as though the curtains have been drawn, and then the windows have been boxed in behind that, so that it looks like the curtains are drawn from the outside, but it's black. There's a single torch on the wall. There's a bit of a stage with 2 of these elven women that are extremely scantily clad, dancing, and there's a couple of guys that are there that seem rather drunk, and who seem to be... At this stage, they're very much being taken advantage of for the money, more than anything. There doesn't seem to be all that much happening at this time in the morning. But as you guys all step in, one of them walks over to you and... Well, what have we here? Is there something I can do for all of you?
Who walked over to us?
One of the... Not one of the ones on stage, but one of the other elfin women walks over to you. Is there something I can do for you all?
Hi, I was kind of hoping to find information, I guess.
Well, unless you're looking for information of a very specific kind, I'm afraid you might be in the wrong place.
It's about a grave that was marked with 2 particular symbols.
I see. And why would we know anything about that?
well, it was also your symbol.
Oh, I don't think so. We deal with life. Graves are quite the opposite. Are you looking
Well-
for a little life? Because I think I know someone who might be able to help you with that.
How do you mean? What?
You do know where you are, don't you, darling?
The red feather?
Well,
Done. Okay.
I see, I see. Come with me. Why don't you? All of you. And she leads you guys sort of through a door into a back room that seems to be set up. So it's through a changing room and then into this kind of dark room at the back where there's
Gangbang?
no, where there is basically like a large wooden table laid out with chairs around it, like a dining room table type.
I don't think you use a wooden table for a gangbang, Marley.
You don't know.
Depends on the type of gangbang.
I guess, yeah.
That better be very solid.
Tables are very versatile.
Do we need to take a break so you guys can take some cold showers?
No.
Can we continue? Okay. So you yeah, she leads you in and she sort of pulls a long coat off of the rack and like puts it on as she walks in, almost second nature, and sort of gestures to the other chairs and takes a seat at the table. Do sit. So, what is it that you want to know? And more importantly, who are you? And, I suppose, why do you want to know it? Let's start with the basics. Who are you?
I suppose there's not much reason in hiding it. I'm Akane Masai Yuki Aki Saki Raiko Peters.
That's quite a long name for someone in my establishment. And what are you doing here, Akane?
Trying to find information about. Shut up, Gaz. Trying to find information about my grandpa's death.
I see. And who precisely was your grandpa, and what gives you the impression that we would know anything about that? I'm
Well,
afraid you
his
really
grave
might be
was-
in the wrong place.
His grave was marked with your symbol, and he is. Let me find it. Where the fuck did I write it down?
Sorry, Gav.
You're not the one who needs to apologize.
Quit bashing your heat off the desk then. That'll help you
Shut up,
get back.
yeah. I have several names written down, but I forgot which one was the grandpa because I didn't write that down.
Oh
God.
my fucking god, how retarded. Let me have a look.
You can have a look. You can't tell him because you're not here. So, which one? What name are you giving her, Rick?
I don't know. I mean, she probably knows what her grandpa's called. So
Well,
if I have a
what is
first
her-
name, I know the rest.
What is her grandpa's name?
Well, I have it. Why do I have it written down? Not the grandchild. Why?
What's the name, Rick?
Fucking hell.
I've got the full fucking name.
Rick?
Rick, are you even there?
Hello? He has gone. Okay, we have lost Rick. Rick?
It's like he's time to get more time.
Rick, you there? Rick? Hello? Hello?
Should I just send it to him?
I mean, no, wait for him to come back.
As funny as it is, Akane would know.
Oh yeah, I know I'm about to tell him, but wait for him to come back. We wait. He's probably been bullied by his parents. I thought I heard something in the
Yeah,
background.
That's what
probably.
I'd guess, yeah.
Do, do,
Oh.
do, do,
Oh,
do.
well, that's... could be it.
Oh, you there, buddy?
Hello?
I did a shovel, it didn't work.
Oh, that wouldn't. Don't shuffle him.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what we
think
do when
he's
he falls
fallen
asleep.
yet.
Yeah.
Sorry, my boss called.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, I figured it'd be something like
Okay.
that. So, Rick,
Yes.
which name is it?
I don't know.
You need to write these
I
things
mean-
down. If you don't write these things down, I'm not going to tell you them in future. It's Kakudo.
Ah, yeah. Kukuro Dayaki Yoshiro Savane Aru Raiku Peters.
Quite a long family name you have there. And
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm still at a loss as to why you presume that we have anything to do with this.
I mean, I don't assume you just mark any random grave, so.
Oh, I think you have us mistaken. We don't mark graves. That would be morbid. We
Are
have
you
no
not the red
interest in them.
feather?
And who are you, miss?
We found the wrong round feather.
Well, it's just that. Oh, sorry,
Mm.
I'm Marley. It's just that when we came in here because we were told that this was where the red feather was, and well, the red feather's symbol's on the grave. But if you're not the red feather, then that would be why we've mistaken it.
Just Marley? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks at you, Akane, and then a little curiously at Marley. Curious. Most, ladies of your type don't like to let their servants talk out of turn.
Big chairs, motherfucker.
I mean, she's not my.
Oh, forgive me. I assumed you were some sort of noblewoman. What with
I mean,
that
I used to
grandfather and
be.
all. Yes, you did. Are you here for a
Okay,
reason?
but seriously, are you the red feather or not?
Are you here for a reason? Akane?
Yeah.
Yeah, to talk to the.
I wasn't
red
talking
feather.
to you.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, what she said to Dr. Redfern.
Well, start talking.
Well, I wanna find out. I'm not convinced of that he like. Sorry, easy. I just find it the case around his death very suspicious. Around my parents' death, and apparently my death.
Well, I mean, it is. If you are who you say you are, and I can't imagine anyone wanting to lie about that, it is quite curious that you're here. You see, all of my girls here did attend your grandfather's funeral. He was an
Hello?
avid client of ours.
Sorry, what did you say? I lost connection.
All of the girls here did attend your grandfather's funeral. He was quite an avid client of ours. Of course, if he is your grandfather, but I saw you. Or I saw Akane. So, an empty casket, perhaps.
Well, that's the scary part. It wasn't empty.
Oh. Not the real Akane. Quite the story to spin, for sure.
I mean,
But you take me
I
for a
am the real
fool.
Akane, but the real Akane isn't in that grave.
I see. And you try to take me for a fool. Well,
I don't. That's why I want to figure out what the fuck is all of this.
And what do you presume to figure out from me? More exactly than all of this.
Well, I believe he was set up
Oh,
somehow, possibly.
an interesting idea, but I'm not sure what would set him up.
I mean, someone that would want to get rid of him,
Oh, I knew a great
that would
many
want to
people who
destroy his
want...
reputation.
Oh, he did that himself. I know a great many people who would want rid of him, though.
Really? I mean,
Well, not
why?
anymore. It does seem they were rather successful.
What people?
She ignores you, Molly.
I don't like this place.
Snap her ankle!
Fuck's sake, Sauriv. She's looking
That'll get her attention!
she's looking expectantly at you, Akane.
By the way, can I, like, use try to persuade her that I am the real Akane?
You have tried.
Um,
You can continue
can
to
I
try.
suggest? Can I suggest? No, wait. Suggesting is of action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why don't you try an honest way and not the magic way?
I mean, I guess, but how?
So,
Be more
Akane,
convincing?
if that is really your name, what is it?
I mean,
More
what would I
precisely,
gain
The
from pretending to be Akane?
What would Akane
to
gain?
you?
And what would Akane gain from coming back here?
I want to clear my family's name.
Hmm.
More importantly, my grandfather's.
I'm not quite sure why. I'll be honest. It seems a little dead and buried right now. And,
So, still important.
well, it's a little bit over. A bit too late for that, I'd say.
Well, I'm still here, and so is my sister. Well, not here, but she's also still alive.
That's good to know. I'm sure there are people who would love to know that. I'm not one of them.
Why? I mean, why?
You see, when someone dies, and they owe someone else a great deal of money, that need to be
What's the
repaid.
thing about money?
That debt doesn't
Money?
just go away. Someone still has to pay it back. Now, you see, if you are the real Akane, I really wouldn't go flaunting that. Your grandfather still owes us a great deal of money.
How much?
Oh, I'm no bookkeeper. I couldn't tell you. At least, I don't keep those books. But... And she sort of, like, looks you up and down. If she really isn't your servant, then... probably more than you can afford.
Well, I have a lot of money. I'll have you know.
I don't need a servant to be rich.
There are levels of wealth, dear. You seem quite naive.
Well, you haven't even given us a number.
She just continues to ignore Marley, looking at you quite expectantly. Akane.
I mean, I kind of lost the last question. What was she expecting from Akane?
Oh, she didn't ask anything. She's just looking at you expectantly.
She shrugs.
Well, unless you're here to repay it, in which case I think you would know about that, and you do claim ignorance. But I'm afraid ignorance won't help you get away from a debt like that. That's not quite how this works.
Can we have an invoice, please?
I mean, I'd rather not. I'd rather not pay any debts that aren't. Fuck, I guess the other.
But
Damn
they
it.
kind of are yours if they're your granddad's.
I mean, that's unfair.
No,
Yeah, but
that's family, dear. I'm sure you understand.
But why did he visit this place? When?
well,
Was it before or after?
That's quite
know.
simple. You know, I would have thought you'd known if you really were Akane.
I mean, I was like 5 at the time that it happened.
Yes, well,
So, why would I know?
do you remember your house, your home?
Vaguely. I remember the fire.
Just the fire? Nothing else?
I mean, before that is kind of fake. I just remember being inside
Hmm.
while it was a fire.
Does anything
quite
here
horrifying.
seem familiar to you?
She looks around the room. Does anything seem familiar to me, Yargon?
Does it?
I don't know.
Then probably not.
For God's sake. Can I roll anything?
You can try and roll a history check with disadvantage. An extremely high DC.
Okay. Yeah, no.
No, unfortunately, you've no idea.
No?
Oh, that's a shame. Your grandfather used to come here quite often. And, well, you came with him. After all, this was your home. If you really are Akane.
No, my home burned down.
Well, yes. Theoretically, but here you are.
Why would he take me to this place?
Why? To visit your mother, of course.
This does. What? No, no. No. Inside. Can I inside her?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
27.
She seems truthful.
But what? What? How? Why?
Your mother
What?
lived in a brothel? I didn't know that about you, Akane.
Me neither. How? Why? What?
Well, this seems to be quite the dilemma, doesn't it?
Yeah?
Do you have any proof?
Proof? She says, like,
You stopped ignoring me. Hell yeah.
Yeah, finally, like, naturally turns to you as Akane seems to be no longer functioning. She turns to you as you say that. Proof? Well, no, I don't really have any.
So why did Akane's mom live in this place?
You seem like a smart girl. I'll let you figure that out.
Okay.
Wait, but
This is enough. I
didn't-
subtly cast suggestion at her to suggest her to tell the truth. Like, the whole truth.
Go ahead and...
And nothing but the truth to help you,
right,
God.
no, that's a save. That's a save, isn't it?
Yes.
What's the save?
19.
Wisdom, right?
I wisdom, yes.
Wisdom, okay.
Wisdom.
Okay.
Ha!
Alright. You still have to tell her to tell the truth, because that bit you can't subtle cast, you do have to speak the instruction to her.
I suggest you tell the whole truth about my family and what you know of them.
Oh, well. All right. If you are in fact Akane, Raiko Peters, your mother was one of our more popular women, shall we say. She worked here for many years. Even, well, you know how kitsunes are. Don't age. Find quite a few in the business. It's quite handy to keep your looks. Of course, she did eventually leave us. Yusa's not here anymore. I don't know what's become of her. It was a shame to see her go. But...
I mean, I
Sure.
know she's dead, like my father.
Oh. That's a possibility, but not at the same time. Unfortunately, the woman you call your
What?
mother is not your mother. Your Your grandfather was not a very honest man. And neither was your parent, your father. Of course, your father only dabbled here in his youth. He settled down, got a wife, and an actual child of his. But your grandfather kept coming back,
Uh,
and he would bring you with
What
him.
do you mean with actual?
Well, you have a sister, don't you?
Yeah?
Well, she's only half your sister. On your father's side, you don't share the mother. I'm sure your parents meant to tell you one day. But alas, things didn't work out. Your grandfather owed us quite a lot of money, and it seems he paid for that. Just not with coin.
Did you?
Oh, no.
Did you have a hand in his death?
Oh, no, of course not. I mean us, the Red Feather, not me and my establishment. As I said when you came in. We deal with life. We deal with lust and we deal with attraction, but death, murder, and, well, the other nasties, they're not on our agenda.
Do you know who might have done?
I could think of a few people, but I'm afraid I can't tell you that.
Why is that?
Well, they're the kind of people that don't like their names being told to, they're old quarries who've come back from the dead.
Why?
Potentially.
They're afraid someone might come back to kill them?
Oh, it would say they're afraid. I don't think they're afraid of anything. They're just practical. You seem like a nice girl, and in truth, I suppose you're as close as family. So, I'll be honest with you, Akane. Don't look any further into this.
Oh my god.
You won't like what you find, and... well, I'd hate to read your obituary for the second time.
She's just quiet. Like, not sure what to say, like... Probably having many emotions flash over her face.
Marley's just like
Fair.
jawed on the floor, just listening to all of it.
So, is there anything else I can help you with? I can offer you a job, family discount and all.
No, thank you.
I didn't think so.
No.
That is, of course, if you are the real Akane. I'm still not convinced.
What can I do to convince you?
She seems to think for a minute. Your father knew a man, once, who, well, a man who owed him a great debt.
Old Kitsune,
I didn't say that.
Master Fusubo?
Well, it seems you're well researched, at least.
I mean, he trained me, and he's currently with my sister.
Did he now?
Yeah.
And why did he do that?
He never told me, but I suppose it has something to do with that debt you're talking about.
Yes, it did. Alright, I'll believe you. Akane. After all, I did help him find the old fool.
What do you know about him?
Yeah. Not a lot. Just that he needed to find someone very quickly. I know people who can find people quickly. And, well, your family after all. So I couldn't let you be burnt to a crisp like the rest of the family.
Wait, so you just said you didn't believe I was Akane, but now you say you couldn't let me. What?
Well, if you are Akane,
I
then I
mean,
wouldn't.
yeah.
Then I couldn't let you burn like the rest of your family, or
Uh,
the other
yeah,
half.
I guess.
You see, our little family here looks after its own.
So, do you know who my real mother is then? Is she still alive?
I'm afraid I have no idea. Well,
Could we find her, maybe? Do you know her name? Could we contact her?
I know an old name, but I don't think it'll be of much use for you.
I mean, might be.
Let me find it in my notes. Doot.
Yeah, write it down, you pillock.
I mean, I did write all the names down. I just didn't write down who was the father, who was the mother, who was the grandmother.
There we go. Well, you're looking for one Aiko Yuki.
Aiko. Why is that name so familiar?
Because it's your own name,
was
dumbass.
thinking the same thing.
Oh, of course.
Yuki Aiko. It's your middle name. You're looking for one Aiko Yuki. Although, from what I know, when she left our little family, she changed her name. And away she went, up north. Off to Esif, last I heard. So, I wouldn't hold out much hope.
Oh, thank you, I guess.
Well, as I said, we look after our own family. Is there anything else that you need? Akane?
No, don't think so.
Well, in that case, it was lovely seeing you. I'm glad you're still alive. But I do have people to attend to and things to do.
Okay. She slowly gets up.
Yeah, the elven woman stands up and leads you guys basically out. And shows you the door. Whilst that's happening, Gav, what's Mathias doing? Mathias has bought a shovel.
I'm just wanted to go, well, stash the shovel in my bag of holding,
Sure.
go to the graveyard and find those other
Oh my
graves.
fucking
However-
god, Gav.
However few they were.
Make a dex check as you try and fly.
Cock. I have
Oh my god, Akane,
Yes.
you're a bastard child.
Hey guys, how about shush for now?
A dex check.
Yes.
Ah, bloody hell.
7. Alright. Not terrible. Yeah, you managed to make it down. It's a bit wobbly and you sort of nearly fall a few times, but you managed to make it down to the graveyard.
Wobbly.
This large circular graveyard that's laid out in a concentric rings that's split into
Yes.
3.
I mean, I'm gonna go through the front door like a normal human being,
Okay.
and you know, I'm gonna try and go off my memory to recall where those graves were, marked with both the down pointing arrow and the red feather.
Alright. Go ahead and make an
I just
investigation check to go and try and find
Sure
them again.
thing. Investigation.
22.
Nice.
All right. So, it actually is surprisingly not too difficult for you to find them both again.
That's rubbish.
You find one that's it dates back to about 150 years ago, that has both symbols on it. The symbols seem to be updated regularly, and that seems to be all throughout the graveyard. None of these symbols show much wear, but the grave is quite old. It's 150 years old-ish. And it's Marakith Mistborn. Mr.
Can I
Born.
tap in writing?
Yes. There we go.
Okay, then I'm gonna go.
That's the first one. There is another one. It's a bit further back. And you find a Clarence Lady of the Morning Undine. Lady of the Morning's like a title or something. I'm not quite sure.
Clarence, Lady of the Morning as in sunrise?
As in, yes, sunrise. In writing.
Yes. Undine.
Undine. Yeah,
Thank
it's
you
like a
very much.
nickname.
Oh, Clarence with a K.
Or written like
Yes.
a nickname. Yes.
Dated when?
That's about... Oh, sorry, I just closed my fucking thing. I think it's about 200... Yeah, it's 237 years ago. It seems to be quite relevant. Looking through, those seem to be the only two that you can find.
Okay, that is fine by me. I'm not actually gonna dig them up. Because it's not like Akane's granddad had anything on him.
Right, what are you doing then?
Gonna fly on back.
He's got to dig himself a grave.
I'm gonna discover the truth about Akane.
Go ahead and make a dex check to fly on back.
Oh boy, I'm gonna fucking die.
I hope he dies.
Oh, that's a save, but that's the same score anyway.
5. Alright, again, it's quite a tough climb, because you keep sort of falling and then catching yourself a bit lower down. And it is like a few thousand feet, so it's quite, a tough climb. But you do eventually manage to make it up to the top of the first tier of Yosa and onto there.
Right. I assume I myself would not names.
What?
I assume these names mean...
No, they don't mean anything to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the mansion.
Okay, so you head back to the mansion. And I think that's a good place to take a break, and we'll come back to deal with Akane. Akane's aftermath, I suppose, in a minute. So, we'll see you on the next part.